It's officially spring, and that means warmer weather, spring clothes, and the itch to lighten and brighten your hair. But are you choosing the right hair color this spring, or one that dulls your entire look completely? As a hairstylist of 19 years, this is always when I find my clients are itching to change up their hair to match the season, but they don't always think about if the color will actually work for them. Today, I'm going over the top trending hair colors for this spring. You'll find out which colors suit you best and how to keep your hair in tip-top shape through the process. Are you ready? Let's go. First up, we have the Soft Girl Blonde. This is a creamy champagne vanilla blonde and is quite neutral. I love this because it's going to work for both warm and cool color seasons. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, meaning that it is very versatile. It's going to add the perfect glow to your skin regardless of your color season this spring. Now, with that being said, how dark your hair is naturally at your root or how dark your hair is currently dyed is going to determine how realistic this color is for you. This color will suit you better if your current hair color is a level 6 or lighter. So if you're not familiar with color levels, I do have a previous video that is a deep dive on that topic that explains exactly why a hair color does or doesn't work for you. I recommend watching that if you haven't seen it yet. How dark or how light your hair naturally is literally does determine how good a lighter shade will look on you, as well as how difficult the process may be. Because this shade of Soft Girl Blonde is meant to look soft and lived in, if your base color is too dark, it will create a higher level of contrast and you won't have the naturally soft blended look of this color. If you do have darker hair, don't worry, you guys have plenty of options this spring, but this specific color and contrast level isn't as ideal for you. If you're wanting to try out this color this spring, you'll want to ask for a lived-in balayage or a baby highlight with a root tap for dimension lifted to a neutral blonde. If you would like a free PDF download of the hair colors shown in this video, be sure to sign up for my email list. It's linked below in the description, and I will send you a link to download the photos. Showing a photo at your appointment is always the best way to communicate what you're wanting. I'll also be adding the stylist Instagram handle for each photo. You never know, maybe they're in your area and they each do amazing work. And then all of the colors you'll see in this video will be put into the PDF guide, organized per shade, so it's easy to find what you're wanting. The process to get your hair to this Soft Girl Blonde shade should be achievable in one single session, max of 2 depending on how much overall lightness you're wanting to see. That is, of course, based on having a starting shade that is a level 6 or lighter. Because bleach will be put on your hair, you're going to want to use a repair conditioning mask at home. Redken's Acidic Bonding Concentrate. It is my favorite option for this. It hits all of the things that your hair needs. It's easy to apply and it smells really nice. Ideally, you should use this every time you wash your hair post color service for 3 shampoos consecutively, and then use just once a week or twice a month, depending on how often you wash your hair. I like washing my hair first, then squeezing out the excess water, apply the mask to my hair, shower, shave, all that good stuff, and then rinse the mask. This process is different from how the product is suggested, but I've actually reached out to Redken and they have confirmed that the product will work just as effectively. Anytime bleach is put on your hair, it's going to cause damage, so this is a great product and routine post-service to keep your hair in tip-top shape, and I will leave this product linked below in the description. And be sure to let me know in the comments which of these colors that we're going over today, which one do you like best or you think would work best for you. I love chatting with you all, and with how obsessed I am with hair, I must know if you're looking to try any of these colors out this spring. Now, for you ladies that have a bit darker hair naturally, but you want to go lighter and overall brighter this spring, we have 2 trending options for you, the Warm Blonde and Mushroom Brown. So the Warm Blonde is obviously going to be more ideal for those of you in warmer color seasons like autumn and spring. In my opinion, the autumn seasons, you guys are going to thrive in this shade. This Warm Blonde is all about adding pops of brightness brightness to your darker locks while still being low maintenance. This gives you a perfect spring season glow that is going to warm up your skin quite nicely. This blonde color is meant to be about 2 shades lighter in order to keep balanced contrast between your darker brown and the lighter highlighted pieces. Only going 2 shades lighter, max of 3, depending on how dark your hair is going to prevent your hair from becoming overly damaged. Like mentioned before, anytime bleach is put on your hair, you do see a risk for damage, so the less you lift the hair, the better. This color is best achieved by asking for full highlights to break up your base color to add brightness and dimension. A root melt will keep dimension at your root to make for a perfect blend as your hair grows. If you want a soft amount of highlights, meaning you just want pops of lighter pieces, I would say that you want a partial full foil. So you'll get foils everywhere, but they're not going to be jammed packed. So you will still have a lot of your base color left between each foil. This will give your hair dimension and brightness without being overly blonde everywhere. I recommend using Redken's Acidic Bonding Concentrate on your hair as well post color service. Again, bleach is always damaging on the hair. So 3 consecutive washes, you will use this mask, and then you will go down to using it once weekly or twice monthly, depending on how often you wash your hair. For my ladies in the cool seasons of winter and summer with naturally dark hair, mushroom brown is your go-to option for adding brighter pieces. The lighter pieces found in this color are all about staying in ash tones, which pair perfectly for those of you in those cool seasons. This shade gives you depth and a sun-kissed look without being too warm. Winter seasons, it's best to have these lighter pieces applied more minimally. You still want to have a good amount of contrast between your darker hair and the highlights. Winters, you naturally have a lot of contrast in your features. So you typically have bright skin, bright eye whites, a bright smile, and this mushroom color, while it is ashy and goes with your cooler undertone, it is a bit more muted. So if you end up doing like too heavy of a highlight or too heavy of a balayage everywhere, it's going to sort of mute down that natural brightness you have. So it's best to keep the amount of highlights more soft. This way you'll be able to maintain that high contrast that complements your natural features. Summer seasons, you have more wiggle room to do heavier amounts of foils or lighter pieces through your hair. Because it's a muted blonde shade, it's going to complement your features without dulling them down or overwhelming you. When requesting this mushroom brown shade at the salon, I definitely think the best way to go about it is to show photos over verbally explaining. If you see a photo where you like the shade, but perhaps you want to add more of or less of the mushroom color, you can verbally express that. But because the shade is a bit more unique, a photo is best. Depending on how easily your hair lifts or how stubborn it is to lift will determine your amount of sessions to get this mushroom color. Because the hair naturally lifts warm, your stylist is going to need to lift your hair lighter than you actually think to be able to create that ash blonde shade with a toner. So just be patient. And because the hair has to be lifted a bit lighter, I'm going to recommend that you use Redken's ABC for 4 to 5 consecutive washes and then switch to a weekly or twice a month basis to maintain the integrity of your hair. You'll also want to pick up a purple shampoo such as Olaplex 4P. This one I find to be a bit more hydrating compared to other options, so you'll get to cancel out the warmth in your hair between salon visits without drying out your hair as some other purple shampoos can do. Next up, we have a warmer and cooler version of the Soft Girl Blonde, soft copper tones and pearl blonde. The soft copper tone option, like the Soft Girl Blonde, is meant to look soft and natural for a low maintenance look while adding brighter richness to the hair. It is perfect for spring and autumn color seasons. Autumns, you may prefer a touch more copper to add a little more depth and softness to the color as you do better in softer shades over brighter shades. Springs, you may prefer for it to appear more of a gold copper. Either way though, this soft copper blonde, it's chef's kiss for you. It's giving, I got all the sunshine without burning on my beach vacation, and I am obsessed with it. I'm probably going to highlight my hair next week to do my own version of it. This copper tone is going to complement those of you with level 6 or lighter hair. Those of you with darker hair, that warm blonde color is kind of your version of this. Because this color has more warmth, it's very easy to achieve in one session, assuming that your hair is already lighter and healthier. You could break it up into more than one service if you want to sort of ease your way into the amount of lightness that you have everywhere. This is best requested by showing your stylist a photo, of course, and then specifying the amount of blonde you want to see. If you want to ease your way into it, ask for a partial full foil to keep plenty of dimension with your base color. And if you want to go for it, ask for a heavy full foil with soft lowlights and a root melt to keep the grow out soft. Your at-home care, you'll want to use Redken's ABC, the acidic bonding concentrate, for 3 consecutive washes. You'll first wash your hair, squeeze out the excess water, apply your mask, and then let it sit for up to 10 minutes. And after that, you will use it weekly or twice a month, depending again on how often you wash your hair. Now, Pearl Blonde is going to be a great option for those of you wanting a more ashy blonde. It is no surprise that this color is trending, as the color of the year from Pantone is Cloud Dancer, and this is like the hair version of it. In a previous video, I talked all about the trending colors we'll be seeing this year when it comes to our clothes, so it's fun to see how that reflects in our hair. Pearl Blonde is a touch brighter than our Soft Girl Blonde option, but it still holds neutral, just leaning a little more ash, almost giving platinum vibes. It works well for the summer seasons because while it's light, it's still not like overly bright due to that ash tone found in the color. So ashy shades always look a little more soft and muted than warm shades. Because warm shades, they reflect light more, they always look brighter than an ashy shade. Winter seasons, you can pull this off, but you will need some lowlights or more of a rooted look with it to maintain the depth you naturally need to complement your features. If you don't have enough contrast, you're going to look a bit washed out, and with your hair naturally, winters, your hair is naturally more darker. If you go like too blonde everywhere, it's going to be a very high maintenance look. If you are looking to try out Pearl Blonde this spring, you'll want to ask for a neutral ashy blonde that is light enough without being overly bright. This color is easiest to achieve on a natural color level 6 or lighter, depending on your starting point, and I would plan for at least 2 sessions, probably 3. This color, because it needs to be lifted as light as possible to cancel out any warmth, it can be a tedious process. You'll want to use Redken's ABC on your hair for 3 consecutive washes and then once weekly to maintain your hair's health. And like our mushroom brown color, you'll want to use a purple shampoo like Olaplex 4P to keep your hair in line with that ashy tone. And our final trending color you'll be seeing this spring is the Luxury Brunette. This just looks as fancy as it sounds. This is perfect for you ladies with darker hair that want a pop of color, but in the most soft and subtle way. What's perfect about this color is that it works for you regardless of your color season. Because it's just slightly lighter, the color is not going to overwhelm or interfere in a negative way with your natural features. It's giving compliments of, you look amazing, but they're not sure what it is you've done exactly. This is meant to be just 1 to 2 shades lighter than your base with a very minimal amount of foils or a soft balayage. So you're going to want to express to your stylist that you want minimal natural highlights to brighten your hair. Use words like baby lights or teasy foils as well to make sure you get a natural lived-in look. Pictures, of course, are always the best to show as well. And don't forget, if you would like a free download of the photos shared in today's video, be sure to sign up for my email list that is linked below. Because the Luxury Brunette is just a minimal amount of highlights, you only need to use Redken's acidic bonding concentrate just once weekly for at-home care. You don't need to use it for like 3 consecutive washes in a row. Just once a week, it's going to be plenty to keep your hair in tip-top shape. These colors this spring are all meant to be very versatile versatile and natural that require minimal maintenance and provide a lived-in feel to them, and who cannot be happy about that? If you want to hear about the fashion trends you'll be seeing this year, you can check that out in this video right here next. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Drop a heart emoji in the comments if you did, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.